So I'm kind of excited. I got this parcel here. This is going to be something new for me. I'm doing an unboxing. Now you're thinking probably, what does a genealogy guy have to unbox? Well, we're going to find out. I really encourage you to watch the end of the video. This is really exciting, and there'll be an announcement at the end of the video to explain exactly why I've gotten this. So let's see what it is. So don't need the label. What I'm going to do is going to take out my little knife here. You'll see it's quite a small knife actually. My wife doesn't trust me with anything larger, so we're just going to open this box here. I was really excited. I saw this, and I was working actually on an upcoming project that I'm doing for the channel, and I saw this and I said I have to have this. It's something I ordered online, and honestly it's probably something I haven't bought for myself, or anybody bought me something like this since I was a child. So let's see. There's just a lot of this flyers. Now, if you're looking for a deal on sponge towels, I can tell you I don't know what the dates of these are from. So there we go. I think I'm getting down to the good stuff. So yeah, what could this be? I mean, if you have any ideas, make sure you put a comment in the video. Guess now. Take a minute and tell me what you think this might be. Pause this and put a comment what you think this might be. So, like I said, it's something I wouldn't have thought of that even existed. But anything similar to this, I haven't had in years. I wouldn't have purchased myself. In years, it would be years since I would have purchased something like this. I'm sure I was a kid, and I had, well, not exactly this, but in the same genre, same vein. So I'm really excited. Okay, so I hope you put your guesses down in the comments. When you're doing that, make sure you press like on this video, and do subscribe. Hit the little subscription notification bell too. That way, when other videos of mine come out, you'll be notified. So, what do we have here? Actually, two things. So, this is going to seem weird. This is a Sir John A. Macdonald action figure. So, Sir John A. Macdonald was Canada's first Prime Minister, and he's got an action figure. I mean, it's really cool. He comes with accessories. He doesn't have Kung Fu Crypto, at least. It didn't say that on the website. I was kind of hoping he would. So, yeah, it's really kind of it. I'm kind of excited to buy it. So let's see what we got here. He's got a little pair of spectacles, a table, and it looks like 2 books. So, so it has this great little book that comes with it too on Sir John A. Macdonald. It's I mean, definitely this is meant for students. I know I learned about Sir John A. Quite in depth. I want to say between grade 6 and grade 8 in history. In fact, it's one of the things I used to pride myself. By the time I was in grade 8, I actually had read a biography on every Canadian Prime Minister up to that point. So that would have been from John Macdonald to Pierre Trudeau at that time, because John Turner hadn't taken over. And we were a few months, by the time I was done in grade 8, we were still a few months away from Brian Mulroney. So, he has this little stand here, so I can prop him up. And I'm going to stick his foot on there. And it's got a little table. Because I believe this, if I'm just looking from this is actually from a painting. From a painting of him, it's based on. So we'll put the little books aside. can't really read the book there. There is some engraving. Old eyes. I don't, and I'm very clumsy. Hint: don't give a guy with Parkinson's little things to hold. So this is the little book. I'm not sure if this will zoom in. If you can see what that says. So that's one book, and then there's actually a little tiny book, and then there's his speckles here. So I have Sir John A. So I'm going to try to be very careful with this. Like I said, I don't give a guy Parkinson's or shaky hand something that's there. So we have John A. there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a spot for him. So I don't know if you noticed my back area here. I'm actually in the process of, we've been doing a lot of renovations on our whole house, and my office is sort of the last thing to do. So, but this is what I have right here, right now. This section here, up here, is my grandfather and my grandmother on my dad's side. It's the Irish side of my family, hence the Irish whiskey. This is my grandfather from when he was enlisted in World War II. I've had a few videos about him, and this is his wife, my grandmother. This picture would have been taken around the same time. It's in the 1940s, and this is my grandfather later in life. In between them is Glace Bay General Hospital, the original old General Hospital in Glace Bay, a beautiful old building. My grandmother worked there for many a year, and I remember visiting her there, visiting visiting my grandfather when he was in the hospital there, and actually just seeing the building. It was just a beautiful building. That unfortunately they tore it down, and it was a great old building. And so up there next on the other shelf, I have actually St. Paul's Presbyterian Church, also from Glace Bay. This was the church that my grandparents were members of. The original, I don't want to say the original because I believe the original was burnt down, so this would have been the second church. There is a brand new St. Paul's Church there, very modern, but this would be the one that had been in Glace Bay for years, which my grandmother would have attended for years. And I have some books, just general books up there. I have a biography on John Knox, a few old Presbyterian Church of Canada, hymn books, and I actually have a little book that I called Our Island Story, which is all about Prince Edward Island. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to relocate St. Paul's Church down here beside the Glace Bay General Hospital and put John A. up here. Now, for accuracy, they were definitely not that close, but that's also to say John A. wouldn't have been hovering over them. Oh, one other thing here. This picture is a picture from 1925. It's a painting it's called Myra Gut. It's a place my family had a bungalow in Cape Breton, so I spent many a summer there when I was younger. And it's a really nice old picture. There's two bridges there. There was only one by the time I grew up, because there wasn't a train bridge anymore. At least at the earliest memories I have. I mean, it's possible there was, but I don't remember it. So anyways, let's put John A. up in his rightful spot. John A. is going to stay up there, watch over me, watch over my family. It's really fitting since he was the founder of our nation, the first Prime Minister. So that's not all I got. If I take out my box again, I mean, having the first Prime Minister is great, and he was a conservative Prime Minister, so just to get equal balance because Canada is a nation of two peoples, I also got the first French Prime Minister, Wilfrid Laurier. So Wilfrid's here, and I'm not going to take him apart in this video, but I will probably put him up there eventually, sitting by John A. Again, he would be a Liberal, so there I have a balance of the two political parties. But why do I get these? Like I said, there was a reason. I'd been doing some research, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. It's an upcoming series of videos I'm doing on the genealogy of all the Canadian Prime Ministers. I'm going to start with Sir John A. and work my way through to Justin Trudeau. Who knows, maybe by the time I get done this series, we could be into another Prime Minister. Anyways, so that's going to be coming up very soon. In fact, my first video is going to be coming out before the end of the month. Again, it's a good reason to hit that notification button so you get notifications about when it's coming. I'm really kind of doing this as a different tact. It's not going to be a history of the Prime Ministers and what they did. I will touch a little bit very shortly in each video on sort of the highlights and the lowlights of their term as Prime Minister. But the concentration is going to be talking about their ancestors and their descendants, depending on which era they're from. There'll be more of one or the other. Basically, as the theme of and the name of my channel is, it's how we got here. And I think understanding the backgrounds of our prime ministers and the people that helped found and shape the nation throughout the years, understanding what their backgrounds is a great way to understanding on their thoughts, their beliefs, their values that they had, and how we got here as a nation. So I'm really looking forward to that. Have some great things on Sir John A. That I'm really looking forward to sharing. And so I hope that you all stay tuned and watch those when they come out. And, don't ever forget, keep searching for your own ancestors and building the stories of your family.